What's up, guys? And welcome back to Diggin Sports. Week 12. Just going to go ahead and say this. Did not look good for Tennessee. At all. Offense played decent, but at times they just stalled out completely. But on the other hand, they did hang 38. On the other end of that, South Carolina hangs 63. To win a game, if you're going to have a good offense, you have to have a defense that can get you some plays here and there to get you off the field on third down. We were not able to do that at all. I don't know where the defense was. Tim Banks, you've been put on notice as defensive coordinator. So, Heupel, whatever you got to do to get him in gear or replace him needs to happen, because we cannot move forward as a program and get better and get to these college football playoff games that we just took ourselves out of if we can't win those types of games when we need to and get stops on defense. If we can't do that, we're never going to be a college football playoff caliber team. We got to be able to get some. You don't have to get them all the time, but you have to get some stops, and we were just not able to do that on Saturday night. On top of that, Georgia struggles 16-6 against Kentucky. Everybody's got their opinion on that game. I've heard that, Kirby doesn't want to throw the whole playbook at them. He just wants to do enough to win. I don't necessarily believe that. I think they just struggled. I think Kentucky, they put some defenses that kind of confused Stetson Bennett and made him make some bad decisions. Get pressure and all that goes into it, and I feel that kind of what made them struggle. Also playing on the road. So, with that being said, they struggled, but a win is a win in college football, especially SEC on the road. Just ask Tennessee. What they got. Put right on out of the playoffs, supposedly. But Alabama still has a chance. That just doesn't make sense to me. How does Alabama have a chance, but Tennessee doesn't? Okay? Tennessee beat Alabama. Alabama doesn't play South Carolina. So who's to say if Alabama goes on the road on a 7 o'clock kick Saturday night and they don't lose too? Okay? Let's just look at that. And now they're ranked 7. I think the rankings are all messed up. I think, honestly, if you're going to do it right, if they all have the same record, sitting at 9-2, LSU, you too, I'm talking about you, Alabama, we're all 9-2. And who's the one team that has wins against both of those schools? The University of Tennessee. And the College Football Playoff Committee just isn't looking at that. They'd rather look more on, now you got Hendon Hooker out. Come on. And just since I said his name, I just want to give a moment of silence for Hendon Hooker. Thank you. I'm at a loss of words when it comes to Hendon, and it breaks my heart to what a legacy that he was able to develop at Tennessee. There was just no quit in him, and kind of shows the fact that why he went down. Down 18 points. Needed a drive right there, a 2-point conversion to get it within 10. And he just didn't want to quit. Planted the foot. Bam. Just like that. Tore ACL. Career over at Tennessee. It's something you just don't wish on your worst enemy. Is an injury like that. And it cut him so short. What could have been this year. So, all my respect goes out to Hendon Hooker. What he was able to do at Tennessee. Something we haven't seen in a long, long time. On the verge of a 10-win season. Something that hasn't happened since 2007. On the verge of a New Year's Six bowl. We beat Alabama for the first time in 15 years. With the new sheriff in town, Hendon Hooker. So, all my respect. Hendon, if this video ever gets out to you, just know that I was with you every step of the way. I had your back, no matter what. Because I knew the talent you had. And you were unbelievable. To step into that let's not just forget, a couple years ago, these guys went, was it 3-7 in the COVID year? And now we look a few years later, these guys are 9-2. Hell, even last season, 7-6. Now we're 9-2. And a lot of that goes to Hendon Hooker. And what he was able to do. He was a leader, one of the greatest you've ever seen. So, without further ado, thank you, Hendon. Thank you what you was able to bring to the University in Tennessee and put them back on the map. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Thank you, Hendon. Thank you. On top of that, this guy's had his grasp on a Heisman. And now, he just dropped just like that. Completely out of it. Not even going to talk about him anymore. Because he fell one game short. One game short of finishing the regular season. But you just throw all his stats away. And what all he was able to do, we're just going to forget about it. It never happened, right? Right. I know I'm going to get some negative comments. I know that. But let's be real with ourselves. Let's be real. Really think about it. Really think of what this kid has done. And what he was able to do just this year alone. Magnificent numbers. Touchdown to interception ratio. Insanely good. Touchdowns responsible for. Yards on the ground. Yards through the air. And top 25 wins, dude. No matter what you say, some people you'll just never get through to. You just won't, no matter what you say. But, damn it, I'm going to try. So, that is what it is. TCU slipped away again last week. Michigan slipped away, both on last-second field goals. Ohio State slipped away on a Maryland had a last drive that they could have won the game. Their interception, touchdown, pick six kind of thing happened to them, so they slipped away. Like I said, Georgia 16-6. LSU played UAB 41-10. USC was able to come back, crawl back into it, and beat UCLA last week, so that helps them out. And Oregon finally getting over the hump against Utah that I didn't think they were going to do. They got over the hump against Utah. But all the disappointment from Tennessee and Hendon Hooker, poor guy. But you best believe he's going to be there right there with them. On or off the field. He's leading them. I know he will. So, Joe 2.0. Let's go, Milton. Let's do that. I will say this. Joe, you don't always have to zip that thing in there. Put a little loft on it. Help you out a lot. It will. But I got full faith in you. I know what you're capable of. This isn't a situation that you're unfamiliar with. You can do this. And also, I just want to go ahead and put this out there. Make Kirk eat his words. Make him eat them. Because after watching the College Football Playoff Top 25 on Tuesday, I want him to eat his words. Vandy, outright. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. Think about it. Vandy, outright. Putting you guys down. You slipped up. You lost. It's time to get back on our horse and ride. Let's ride it to the very end. And let's do this for Hendon Hooker. Without further ado, here at Diggin Sports, let's move on to Week 13. Before the picks, be sure you like, you subscribe. You guys keep commenting. I love it. It's awesome. It pumps me up. Let's go. Give me all the negativity you want to about Tennessee. That's fine. Like I said before, you might not like what I got to say, but I'm going to get my 2 cents out there, and whether you like it or not. But please like, share, comment. Just tell your friends about Diggin Sports. And college football season is about to come to a close here pretty soon. So if there's anything you guys want to talk about, let me know. Give me some more ideas on what you would like to hear. We got the college basketball season just getting started. Maybe we can talk about that. Maybe we can talk about some WWE leading up to WrestleMania. I know everybody loves some WrestleMania. Also, get the NBA season. It's moving right along. So let me know, guys. Let me know what you guys would like to hear, and I'd be more than happy to talk about it. But without further ado, Week 13 now. First game, Florida at Florida State. I'm taking Florida State. Florida, you're coming off a loss against Vanderbilt. They got their 2-game SEC win streak going. Florida State beat you. They got you at home. They beat you. Florida State, their quarterback really trending up. He's really getting things down pat down there in Florida State. I'm going with Florida State at home. Oregon at Oregon State. I kind of thought about this game. I know in recent years Oregon has struggled at periodic times against Oregon State, but I think Oregon they find a way to get that win on the road. They slipped up against Washington. I don't see them slipping up against Oregon State. Georgia Tech at Georgia. Georgia favored by 33.5, rain in the forecast. Georgia Tech coming off the win against North Carolina. On the road, needless to say. But I got to go Georgia. I think Georgia's just going to have a little too much for the Yellow Jackets come Saturday at noon. South Carolina at Clemson. South Carolina, you've been pulled out of Columbia. You don't win. Nope. You don't win. Nope. You ain't got this night game, crowd rocking, hostile, and players just feeding off of that. You don't have that here. Clemson wins. The digging deep pick for me this week. I'm going Texas A&M over LSU. I think LSU is looking too far ahead into next week in the SEC Championship when they should be looking right here at Texas A&M. Texas A&M is hungry for a win. They want to do that for Jimbo Fisher to solidify his job at Texas A&M. I'm going A&M at home. They're 8.5-point underdogs. I take them outright against LSU. Next, Washington at Washington State. This is a really even game. Washington coming off the Oregon win a couple weeks ago. I'm going Washington to continue their winning ways against Washington State on the road. Baylor at Texas. If you compare the two from their games against TCU, I think you got to go Texas here. Well, no. Excuse me. You go Baylor here comparing the two. Baylor was more of a close call to win. But that was also at Baylor. I don't like Baylor on the road at Texas. I'm going Texas at home. Iowa State at TCU. That TCU team, I've picked TCU to lose the past 2 weeks, and they've slipped away. I'm going to take them this week, coming back home, just having to win this game, get to the Big 12 championship to solidify a spot in the college football playoff. I take TCU to win. Oklahoma at Texas Tech. Oklahoma were doing their thing last week. They were slinging that thing around the yard. And I think they're going to do the same thing this week against Texas Tech. I'm going to go Oklahoma over Texas Tech. 1.5-point favorites. I like it. Go Oklahoma. This next game, I really went back and forth. I really went back and forth. Notre Dame at USC. USC, I'm taking them. They're getting too wide-eyed on the college football playoff. They think they're just in there now. And I think they're going to forget about this game. Guys, let's not forget about Notre Dame, guys. Notre Dame beat the brakes off Clemson. Beat them down. Yeah, that was at home in South Bend. But this one is on the road in USC. I think USC's living a little too high on last week's wins against UCLA, and they're looking into the Pac-12 championship and a spot in that college football playoff too early. Taking Notre Dame upset. Virginia at Virginia Tech. This was really a flip of the coin for me. I'm going to go Virginia Tech on the last-second field goal. Michigan at Ohio State. The game. Now, the game that I'm pretty sure everybody's going to be watching. I think this is a noon kick. So you Georgia fans, which one are you watching? You watching your Dogs play the Yellow Jackets, or you going to watch the Ohio State-Michigan game? You know? I'm just kidding. Anyway, Michigan, Ohio State. Statistically, Michigan has the better defense. Ohio State has the better offense. I think the offense and the result of last year in kicking Ohio State out of the playoff last year because of this game, this loss, I think that weighs in on Ohio State's mind. And I think they're going to crank that offense up a little bit. And I think they get some chunk plays, and they're going to find a way to win against Michigan. Michigan State at Penn State. Michigan State's really up and down. I mean, you don't know what you're going to get. I don't know if you guys heard about the 7 players, I think it was, that were suspended because of the fight with the Michigan player. But, yeah, that happened. So, yeah, just saying that too. But like I said, Michigan State's up and down. Penn State, the only 2 losses they have is the 2 games right above them, Michigan and Ohio State. That's only 2 losses they guys have. I don't think they get another loss here. I go Penn State at home, 17.5-point favorites. I like it. Let's go Penn State. Minnesota at Wisconsin. I know you guys say, why do you keep talking about them? Running game. Wisconsin wins the game. Braylon Allen. That's what's going to win you the game here. And then you got the Iron Bowl last but not least. Alabama's favored by 21.5. Alabama has a 12% chance to make the playoff after a loss to Tennessee, and Tennessee's ranked 10. Yada, yada, yada. I am so sick of hearing about Alabama. Sick to death of it. Alabama favored by 21.5. Auburn has Cadillac Williams as their interim head coach. I think he's gonna put some fire into these guys. And I think they can make this a game, but Alabama finds a way to win at the end. But I think Cadillac Williams, I'm not saying that Alabama's just 100% gonna win this game. I'm not gonna say that at all. I think Auburn can win this game, but my prediction says Alabama outlasts them. So that's my opinion, but nonetheless, Auburn has a chance. Auburn has a chance. I mean, they really do. I think only thing they playing on the road, that hurts. But I think they're going to have some fire about this game. I know Cadillac Williams will. But I think Alabama wins it out at the end. But that is the picks this week. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Also, I don't know what kind of gaming fans I have out there, but I have some unfortunate news. The college football video game by EA Sports has been delayed from 2023, pushing it off until 2024. Boo! I was so ready to play this game, guys. You guys don't even know. It sucks. Literally, it sucks having to wait a full another year now on this upcoming video game. It's going to be awesome, though, nonetheless. I hope you guys are enjoying the channel. If there's something that I can do to make the channel better, let me know. I posted a poll on YouTube. You guys be sure to go in there and post your thoughts. Let me know ways that I can improve. Just me personally, or things that I can do. What can I bring on the show? What kind of segments can we have? All this. Let's get more and more people into this. Let's talk more. Do we need to do phone call in? What do we got to do to get more viewers and to get more people into the show? I want to know your guys' opinions. I love hearing what you guys got to say. Your opinion matters to me. So just let me know. Be sure you like, share, comment, tell your friends as always. Just let me know, guys. I'm all ears. I know I'm not the smartest to make all the right decisions and people's opinions on what to do to make the show better. But that's why I'm asking you guys for your opinions. Let me know in the comments below. But without further ado, that's all here at Diggin Sports this week. But as always, here at Diggin Sports, keep digging.